In this session, we're going to show you how to set up a Google Meet link that can be sent to parents and pupils for distance learning. So, this is the Year 6 distance learning classroom that's been set up for the purposes of distance learning. If you still need some guidance on how to set up your Google Classroom for distance learning, there's a separate video on this channel showing you how to do that. Within Google Classroom, there is a Google Meet link, but this one we do not use because this link does not allow the teachers that are hosting the meeting certain controls which make delivering the lessons far easier. Instead, we use Google Calendar. With Google Calendar, we set up a meeting which has a Meet link with it that can be then shared with the parents, and it allows us to implement certain controls on the pupils. So let's say I'm delivering my Monday 23rd of March maths lesson at 9 o'clock. So click to create the meeting, and I'm going to go straight to more options to see everything available to us. So Year 6 math, 9 till 10 on Mondays, and I'm going to have it repeat weekly so that we can use the same link each week and it appears in calendar each week. First thing I'm going to do is set up my meeting link. So click the button here. Before I share it or save it, I must first check that the controls are in place. So first things first, go to Settings, and under Host Controls, the first one must be enabled. This will give you, the host, the ability to control certain aspects of what the pupils can do and what they can't do. Firstly, sharing their screen. This one should be unticked so that pupils cannot share anything inappropriate in the meetings. Secondly, letting the participants send messages. For the same reason, pupils might be tempted to share something inappropriate, so we disable that by default. And these two can be enabled during the meeting or disabled at the host's discretion. Under Meeting Access, make sure that this one, host must join before anyone else, is ticked. That way, any pupils that join before you will be held in a waiting room and will not be allowed access to the meeting, where they will be effectively unsupervised on a video call on our domain. Under Meeting Access Type, make sure that it's trusted. If it's open, anyone can join. If it's restricted, you have to invite every single person you want in the meeting. So setting it to trusted means that people in our organization or that have the link can join. If this one's ticked, it means that any parents that have the link but don't have BC Academy credentials can request access to the meeting, and you will have to let them in during the meeting. For now, leave this one ticked. However, once every pupil has their BC Academy credentials, we can untick this box and make sure that the only people in the meetings are people who are part of our organization. Lastly, let's untick this box here to make sure that no add-ons can be shared by the pupils, which might disrupt the flow of the lesson. Under Guests, you can add under co-hosts any additional teachers who are going to be joining in your lesson, and those co-hosts will have the same controls that you have, which is to be able to mute everybody and to be able to request that they unmute themselves and to change the permissions during the session. They effectively have the same control that you have. Nothing else needs to be changed, so we click Save. Now lastly, meetings are recorded by default and therefore can be shared with the people who need it. In the Guests box, people who are invited to the meeting can access the meeting on Google Calendar, and once the meeting is recorded, a link to the recording is placed here in the meeting description after the meeting. So in this box, I will not show you now for anonymity purposes, but in this box you will place administration staff and any co-teachers that will need access to the recordings of the lesson. They will download them and keep them wherever is necessary to keep them as per regulations. So that's the meeting setup. Let's click Save. We click the meeting, and under here we can find the meeting link. Click Copy Conference Info, and then that can be pasted into ClassDojo or into Google Classroom, whatever it is that your class is using as per school policy, and sent to parents and pupils, and then they can access the meeting as and when they need to. And that's it. Thank you for listening.